A very good afternoon and welcome to the Ballroom in Palmerston North. Great to have you with us on skysportnext, stuff.co.nz, the Tribe Sports app, and watching also through the NBL website. It is the property brokers Manawatu Jets up against the Steel Formers Taranaki Airs. Justin Nelson and Connor O'Fee with you, and it goes without saying that this win today is vitally important for both of these teams in the context early in the season.
Absolutely, and there's some really tasty matchups to go across the board here. We got who's guarding Marcel for the Jets and who's guarding Dyshon for the Airs.
Going to be a great matchup. The Jets looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-5. We saw them in an overtime thriller last week. Let's have a look at their lineup. They will be keen to get their first win on the board. Jack Henry, number 5, making his Sal's NBL debut this afternoon. The big guns are there. Daniels, Knight, Bazant, the players to watch. Connor caught up with Coach Tim McTamney a short time ago.
Tim, is it fair to say there's a little bit of pressure on the team to notch up the first win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, there's always pressure in every game, but for sure, last week was a hell of a game, very close, and we felt a little bit unlucky to not come away with a win. So tonight it's more about just building on what we began last home game, and yeah, see if we can't get a win tonight. Be good.
And obviously, in terms of the Airs, there's a lot of offensive weapons on there, but who gets the tough assignment of matching up on Marcel Jones?
I can't tell you that.
Thanks, Tim. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, mate.
The old coach, there he is. Didn't give too much away then, Connie. You did try. You tried to dig deep and get an answer from him, but he was having none of that.
Absolutely not, and I guess I probably should have asked some better questions, but obviously they're starting 5, all playing over 30 minutes in the game, so a real key one for them, Justin.
They take on the Airs. Of course, this is their second game of round 4. They had a thriller on Thursday night at home, going down to the Hawks by just 3 points. Of course, before that, they got a win at home this time last week over the Nuggets. Drew Lasonga Ape, he has been a very good inclusion for them the last couple of weeks. Look out for Ty Wynyard and, of course, Marcel Jones. The other big story there, Hayes Walker back in Palmy up against the Jets. Here's what Coach Trent Adam had to say a short time ago.
A few narrow losses early on in the season, but are you happy with the way the team has bought into your system?
Yeah, a couple of close losses, 2 one-possession games that have sort of hurt us a little bit. We think we've got to tidy up some basic things in those areas, but overall I feel we're progressing in the right way. It is a learning experience for a lot of the guys as far as stylistically what we want to do, and we feel we're making progression.
And up against a team desperate for their first win in the Jets, what do you expect from them today?
Yeah, they've had a long break, so I'm sure there's been lots of preparation put into us. So we're expecting a very fired-up team. All the teams are fired up when they play such a short 18-game season, so we're expecting them to be very keyed up. With a long break, we also expect them to be very well prepared.
All right. Best of luck tonight, mate.
Thank you so much.
So set to get underway, 2 teams going through their final instructions, the Jets and the Airs. Your officials for this afternoon's game here in the Ballroom. They also getting prepared to go. Melanie O'Connor, Callum Welch and Brad Clive. They get around the country just as much as the rest of us. I was with Brad Clive last night down in Christchurch. What a game that was between the Rams and the Bulls. In fact, 2 cliffhangers last night in the Sal's NBL, both 3-point games. And for those that believe in mysterious things that happen in sport, both games were exactly the same score.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often.
Giants, of course, got up in overtime over the Nuggets.
Yeah, fantastic game from Hunter Hale, wasn't he? He's showing absolutely every skill that he has on offer in this Sal's NBL season. It's fantastic to have that kind of player in the league.
We've got a young bloke about to step out onto the floor and present the match ball to the officials. He's been standing in front of us for the best part of the last 4 or 5 minutes. There he is. He's unperturbed as to what's going on around there. He's right in front of us here. He's been standing there for at least 5 minutes, if not 10 minutes, ready to get out there for what will be a 10-second job.
You imagine being a young fella like that, about to run out in front of your idols. I'll be absolutely stressed to the bickies, but he's pumped.
No, he's taking it all within his stride. Hey, listen, this is a big game. In the context of the season for these two teams, Jets 0-5 They have to get on the board. Of course, it was an overtime loss last week.
An unlucky overtime loss, and they're desperate, Justin. They're absolutely desperate to get this win against the Ears, but they've got off the duck. Can the Jets get off their duck today?
Well, it's a big one, as that young bloke we spoke about, not only did he take the ball out, he dribbled it all the way out, and that's made his day. Of course, we love the fans in the Cells NBL. Got a little bit of a fist pump there from Coach Tim McTemney. We're set to go in this round 4 clash Saturday, in fact Sunday afternoon in the ballroom. Day ahead of myself, we're underway, and it will be the Airs to get the first possession through Francis Mulvihill. Right with him is Deshaun Knight. Can the Airs get the opening basket of this one? Hayes Walker back on familiar boards into Ty Wynyard. In underneath, Shane Temera draws the foul. Official Brad Clive right on the scene, and Ty Wynyard, who has started the season very well, it must be said, going at 14 points a game, will get the first look.
Yeah, a great setup by Hayes Walker to get across into Ty on Temera, and went to work, got to that left hand and pop, got the foul, and shooting well from the line this season, Ty.
Put the first one away and knocks down the second. So the Airs with the first points in this one. And scoring is one thing they do reasonably well.
Reasonably well, but through 2 players at 48% of the shots going through Jaden and Dyshon, as Bazant has the ball on the corner. Back from Temera, 2-man game here as Bazant straight to the cup, left hand off the glass.
Well, that's the start they wanted, because he was a little bit quiet by his own admission last week at home. So just the start that Bazant wanted, and no doubt his teammates as well. That will get them up and going, seeing that. Here's Marcel Jones into Ty Wynyard. Turns around on that right-hand hook. It's a miss. And Bazant quickly up the floor to McKinley. The young buck goes hard at the ring and nails it.
Oh, you've got to defend that, but that's a tough man. He's athletic. All the way to the rack. Take the contact, get to the hoop, young man.
Hey, two drives to the basket by the Jets, 2 makes. Exciting times early for the team at zip and 5, and they may get it back here. So everything coming up for the green machine at the moment.
The green
Connor.
machine, yes. Well, there's good defense by the Jets there, and just got to be active in the passing lanes, Justin. But yeah, it's surprising to see the Airs go to Ty Wynyard twice already, as the Jets now on offensive possession, and some mix up there as some handoffs here as McKinley drives, looks for someone, no one. Daniels off to Dyshon Knight. 2-man game to Daniels to the rack. Fumble finish.
And already it's better signs from the Jets. No question whatsoever. Out to a quick 4-point margin, but seeing Deshaun and DeAndre working well together is something the Jets have been craving over the opening few rounds of the season. Here's DeAndre Daniels again, back out. Jake McKinley from the wing for 3. Up and over.
Yeah, it's an open look for him. He played well last week, but Jones for the 3. Loves it there. He missed one for the game the other day, Justin, but he didn't make sure he made that one.
Well, he's one man that you don't want to get going if you're wearing green today. Deshaun Knight runs the baseline out wide to Bazant. Marcel Jones has just nailed one. He'll look to keep it rolling. You would think he does on that step back. On the back of the iron, too long. Early days. Just a point in this game this afternoon in the Cells NBL. Here's Jaden Bazant, has started well. Loves this shot from the corner. And he nails it. Jaden Bazant.
Well, we saw last game, Justin, a lot of the early offensive play going through Daniels this week through Bazant. So maybe that's maybe a time will tell on the guard matchups for the Jets.
Here's Mulvihill going deep, and he makes it similar position to Marcel Jones just a minute ago.
I won't read too much into that one, Justin, but that was a good look. But, good defense from the Ears, but Scott Telfer called for a foul there on the ball. Jake McKinley.
Nearly came up with it. Scott Telfer, one of those defensive guys put in to do a job, and he's right here in front of us.
He's pesty.
With Jake McKinley. About to bring it in. Knight and Mulvihill. I've liked this matchup so far as well. It's a good test. for young Francis. Oh, skipping around. Great basket. Deshaun Knight.
Lovely hop step there from Deshaun Knight to get around none other than Ty Wynyard, who is not small.
Yeah, it was the bunny hop.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Fast feet over to Walker. Onto the strong side. Marcel Jones at the top. You can only think two things is going to happen here. Handoff will go to the rack. Walker wants his first points. Back at Palmy. Off to the right. Deshaun Knight now. What can he drum up after the first two for him? Sees a gap. Fake. Body control. Brilliant. Great finish from Deshaun Knight.
Well, they're getting the ball in the right players' hands, the Jets. We've seen Bazant nail a couple. Deshaun Knight as well. It's an impressive start by the Manawatu Jets this afternoon. Some good signs as they go searching for their first win of the season. The only team without a win in the Cells NBL is Marcel Jones. Gets it back and can't put it in. Battling hard, Ty Wynyard finishes.
Well, Coach McTamney right in front of us was stoked with the defense there. Great hands up from the Jets defenders, but third chance points, Justin, you got to get that away. You got to rebound. Stop those as Timber throws up the three from the top. No drama. The green machine rolling.
Not sure if you saw Coach Tim McTamney's reaction in the background then. We might get another look at that in a moment. Here's Hayes Walker from the corner for three of his own, and he answers.
Oh, he's going to do the Jets like that, do them dirty on the way back. The corner three. He's been playing well this season, averaging 9 points, Hayes Walker. And he'd love to have a big game back here in his old town as Bazant for three.
It's an open game right now.
It
There's not a lot going on defensively. It is up and back. What a whirlwind start. 18-13. It's been fun. Speaking of open shots, Hayes Walker can't finish.
Feeling it early.
He is. Deshaun Knight will get on his bike. Bring it back the other way. Works off Temera. Gets it back to the big fella, and Shane Temera goes to the basket and smacks it down with force.
Fake, straight down bloody nose lane, two hands. Don't you worry about that.
Well, that's as good as it gets. He didn't just put that home, he thumped that home. There's Ty Wynyard trying to twist and turn to the basket. Good defense on that occasion by the Jets. Knight wants to scoot hard to the basket off the glass, and they're up and about. Make no mistake, the property brokers Manawatu Jets are desperate this afternoon in the Cells NBL. Have a look at this one again. This got the crowd on their feet. Here he is. Shane Temera goes whack.
Behind the back from Deshaun Knight. Little head fake from Temera, all it took. Little step forward from Ty Wynyard, saw the move. Bang.
22-13 start to the Jets. There he is right there, Temera. He'll be happy with that. I reckon Jaden Bazant just leaning across and going, hey, mate, I liked it.
Yeah, Jaden Bazant was 7 points early. He's doing work as well. But, I mean, not a bad time to call a timeout there by Trent Adam. But it's back and forward. We're right here, courtside, right in front of the action, Justin, and it is action-packed so far.
I do like the way that the Jets have come out with aggression. Last week, they would have been really disappointed to go down in that game to the Nuggets in overtime. A couple of things didn't go their way. They had a lead late in the game and got forced into OT. But gee, I'll tell you what, they'd be happy with the way they've gone about starting this one. This looks like the team that we thought that we were going to see in the opening few weeks. I mean, they're aggressive, quick in transition. They're getting the ball in the right players' hands. And they are shooting without fear. They're attacking without fear, Connor, and that's what I hoped we would get from the Jets from the start. We've now got it. It's a good sign.
It's a great sign, and Daniel's having a coming out party last week. He's quiet early as Hayes Walker goes to work on Bazant.
Well, he hasn't been needed.
No.
To be fair.
That's fair. His first look at Lusongiapi in the game. He's at the top. Two-man game with Bailey Noel. He's open down low, decides no. Marcel. Corner, Lusongiapi, yes!
Geez, there's some good shooting early in this game. 83% the Jets are going at. 83%. The Airs are nailing a couple from outside as well. McKinley into the corner for Bazant. That's a little bit long, but underneath, DeAndre Daniels mops it up and puts it away for another two.
Don't hate that. I mean, we've seen a lot of shooting so far, and so if you're going to get those offensive rebounds, get it back up there, big man. He did. As Lasongi up now on the dribble on Deshaun Knight. Great defense from Knight. Gets the hand in there, gets it away. Knight now on Hayes Walker. Yes, great layup. Transition basketball by the Jets.
Well, they're playing both ends of the floor, Connor. And that's what happens. If you play good defense and you get hands in lanes and you get strips and you attack hard back the other way, they've just got their legs. They're going.
I've loved the addition of Lasongi to the ears. Justin, I think he's brought great providing for them, but also Deshaun Knight now. He's going to wait. Subs coming in for the Jets in a minute.
No, he's not.
Wait.
It's almost as if he waited for a rebounder to come down and join him.
Waited the whole time for the ears to get back in position to shoot that shot. Oh well. It's Temera now, and Mullins into the game for the Jets. He'll take, by the looks of it, Daniels.
I like the fact that you thought he was waiting then.
Yeah.
There's DeAndre Daniels coming to the sidelines. Terrific start by the Jets. 26-16 out early. Marcel Jones to bring it in. He's a man that they've just got to get the ball in the hands of at the moment, Marcel. Here's Walker. Aaron Bailey-Knoll setting a body for him. There's Marcel Jones. Can't hit. Goes in after it again. McKinley picks it up. All right there with him. Aaron Bailey-Knoll putting the pressure on. That's the kind of player you get when you come up against Aaron Bailey-Knoll. McCulloch out there now. Here's McKinley trying to get around Fenwick. Gets it off the glass. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to look at a couple.
Straight through the sponsors' hoardings. Jake McKinley, he left everything out there last week, didn't he? We saw a video of Jake and the amount of bruises he had from getting up high, right on the rim, playing above the rim.
Now, have a look at this a little bit earlier on. This was the three-pointer. Just watch Tim McTamney in the background. Have a look at that. He liked that, didn't he, the coach?
Some Moneyball stuff. That almost like a Tiger Woods fist pump
Yeah.
at Augusta.
Well, when the team's up and going, it's amazing how much happier everybody is. Jake McKinley misses the first. Good crowd in here at the ballroom this afternoon. Sunday afternoon crowd in Palmerston North. It is packed.
Great crowd.
It is jammed in here.
They love their basketball here in Manawatu.
Miss on the
Tammy
second.
wanted a foul there.
Bit of a battle underneath, yeah. There's Lasongi Ape. Underneath. Oh, great pass into Fenwick. Nowhere to go, though. In the end, he found a gap. And good work defensively by Temera.
Deshaun Knight now at the top. He's got Lasongi Ape on him. Mullins floating in the back. Gets it across to Temera. He'll try himself. That's short right. Big defensive rebound by Davison for the ears. Gets across to Auntie. The only way to call Auntie is Gritty to the rack. That's experience.
Well, that's his bread and butter, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Aaron Bailey-Knoll, that's what he does. What's this about game number 303 by now?
Fantastic player. Great man as well. In the community. Family plays. Absolutely loves it. Deshaun Knight now to McKinley. Free throw line looking, surveying. Mullins on the corner. Shooting. Short. Lasongi up here with the rebound. Ears now a chance. They might need to slow it down a bit here. Transition offense a bit slower. Lasongi up here goes on Knight. Good active hand by McCulloch. Davison back to Lasongi up here in the corner. That's deep, but who's there? Auntie. Ooh, McCulloch with a hand in.
Well, they're not playing with a lot of system at the moment, the Airs, but what they do have is a guy with 303 games experience. And we've seen the last couple of times he's been right there to clean it up underneath.
Doesn't matter. On the bench, in the locker room, on the court, every team needs a guy like that.
So inside the last minute of the opening quarter here in Palmerston North this afternoon. Round 4 action, Sal's NBL. There is a game coming up at 5 p.m. Local time today, and that's going to take on a little bit of significance for a couple of reasons. The Sharks, that's their only game this round, but the Giants, believe it or not, that's their third game this afternoon at 5 o'clock of the round, and they've already won 2 this round. They could go 3 from 3.
I mean, Hunter Hale's in beast mode, isn't he?
Incredible.
Just incredible what he's doing.
What did he do? Another 40?
49, 8.
49, probably not that high.
Something
anyway, I think there was a 4 in there somewhere. Jets take a 6-point lead inside the last minute. Aaron Bailey-Knoll converted a couple. Here's McCulloch from the wing, and it rolls nicely for him.
Oh, McCulloch off the bench last week was electric. Thought he brought 19 points to the game. Jake McKinley starting ahead of him as Hayes Walker now wants one, and he'll have it. Big three-pointer from Hayes Walker for the Ears.
Well, that's what he does.
Now Bazant driving through the tall timber. Kicks it to Daniels back in the game. Short. Big rebound by Wynyard. He's going to play point as Davison streaking, but Hayes thought about it. Thought better of it. Lasongi Api now will slow it down on the corner. He goes baseline. Tries to find Walker on the corner. Does find him. Bazant straight up. Great defense and a fortuitous roll for Walker.
Well, you're going to take that because he probably had the chance to shoot from outside. Clock ticking. Will this count? Buzzer sounds. End of the first. What a quarter.
Jeez, that was a struggle to keep up with, Justin.
If we get this for the next 3 quarters, we'll be pretty happy. The Jets lead at 29-25. Stick with us. More excitement coming your way after this.
There's a lot to be said about you Kiwis. You like breaking new ground? You're the best in your field? Stand up for what you believe in. But when it comes to pizza, you can't beat authenticity. Sal's Authentic New York Pizza.
Welcome back to the ballroom here with the Jets leading 29 over the Ears, 25. It's been an electric first quarter. And I've got to say, the shooting, it's been end-to-end, a lot of transition offense, a lot of quick shots. And we thought at the start there, Justin, that the Ears were going to post up Ty Wynyard a few times, but it went back to the three-point line. Hayes Walker shooting well.
Yeah, absolutely, and it really opened up. It was fantastic basketball to watch. The Jets shooting at 61%.
Whew.
They are a perfect 10 of 10 2-point.
Wow.
2-point shooting, a perfect 10 of 10, 3 of 11 from beyond the arc. But inside the arc, a perfect 10 of 10. 29 points in that first quarter at 61%. The Airs going at 40%. They shot 8 of 20. Leading scorers in the game, Hayes Walker has 8. Again, we've said it a few times, back in familiar territory. Deshaun Knight with 8, Bazant with 7. So, hope this scoring stays up. It's been a lot of fun. Here is Bazant trying to find some space, pulls up inside the elbow. Back of the iron misses. Carlin Davidson showing his athleticism to get up high for the rebound. They come forward now through Mulvihill. A lot of young guards for the Airs. I like it. Pass outside. Speaking of young players, here's Carlin Davidson back inside to Wynyard for 2.
What a fantastic pass from Davison. Found Ty Wynyard going corner to corner. Found it opening, sent it straight through. As now Bazant gets a screen from Tempera. Goes to his favourite elbow. Thinks better of it. McCulloch now with a lot of space. Long off the glass. Wynyard to Davison now. Wait for the rest of the troops. Wynyard across the Walker, who's got the shooting stroke early. Steps back. Got a bit of space. No hand. No worries. Bang.
Anyone notice the kicks that Hayes Walker's wearing as well? He's gone the full ensemble today for the Airs. Colour matching. Temeda! Great feed, McCulloch, and Shane Temeda doing the work off the glass once again.
McCulloch coming off the bench for a second week in a row, and he's been fantastic for the Jets. Great provide there to Temeda for the alley-oop. Walker again, favourite top. Can he go back-to-back heat check? Yeah!
Wow.
Timeout now for McTamney. No.
So Hayes Walker shooting the lights out at the moment. Can the Jets respond? They turn it over. Look out. Don't put it in this man's hand. Here he goes again. Hayes Walker. He's on fire. He's fouled. And he has a shot anyway, just to see if that form's going to continue. We'll get a timeout here. The Airs leading by 2. How's Hayes Walker?
Well,
Have a look at this.
Yeah.
He's on fire at the moment. I talked about the shoes before. He's got the full ensemble. He's happy. Sporting the colours.
Bit of a twinkle toes in the Bumblebee shoes. Fantastic. What
Well,
a play.
He's got, how many's he got in the game at the moment, Hayes Walker? I've got him at up to
It's probably on
14.
14? Yep, 14 with.
So all of a sudden the Jets with some work to do as the Airs start this second quarter with an 8-2 run, Connor.
Wow. I mean, off the back of Hayes' great shooting, all you got to do is play great defense, and they have some massive defensive rebounds from Davison. And Davison, Jake McKinley, you know, sort of a similar player, athletic, strong. And we've seen Nico McCulloch again play well off the bench for the Jets. So if that's something they're going to continue with going forward, I think that's working well for them.
4 triples in that 14 for Hayes Walker. His first effort from range in this game, to be fair, was pretty ugly.
A little bit.
But since then, he has been on fire.
Well, he's averaging 9. As we see a couple of the fans in here with the slappers. What do they call them? Slappers? Clappers?
Sure. Oh, clapper. I think clappers.
Clappers would be a bit better than slappers.
The
hand slaps.
I don't think we'll
no,
go with
we won't go with
slappers.
slappers. We'll go with clappers.
They might get a rerun during the week.
Let's hope not. We'll forget that. I think the own home bench maybe have done McTamney a bit dirty there with the timeout he wanted.
He did want one before that three-pointer,
Yes.
to be fair.
Yeah.
Back into it. Second quarter, early days, but great game to watch. Marcel Jones finishes off a sweet pass from Hayes Walker.
Beautiful on-ball work from Marcel Jones. He's been quiet early, Justin. I think he's had 1-3. Couple of chances as Jake McKinley goes back door. Good hands again by the Ears. Great defense. As down the lane, Telfer, extra pass to Mulvihill. Time when you're screaming for it down low. That extra pass, Justin, is working every time so far for the Ears.
Well, that's just terrific play by the Airs. Great transition offense. Here it is again. Just watch the run here. Coming through the middle, Ty Wynyard. He's running basket to basket at the moment, Ty Wynyard, and that's what you want of your big fella. Rim running stuff, getting up and down. He looks in good shape too. Airs all of a sudden out by 6 in this one. Been a big second quarter for them. Daniels out, Knight through traffic, skips, props. Daniels nowhere to go down underneath the backboard. Knight has to go for 3 and he nails it. Deshaun Knight on the buzzer comes up with a big triple.
Huge. They had Daniels in a triple team down there. I thought that someone might have shot it earlier on in the shot clock, but Deshaun Knight was definitely going to shoot that as Marcel fouled at the elbow.
And an understatement, they needed that. It was a 6-point margin with the torrent flowing one way.
Yes.
They definitely needed that response.
They did. Melanie O'Connor, official there, called it on the floor, so it's not shooting. As Mulvihill now at the top, swings at Hayes Walker, hot hand. Thinks better of it, back to Jones. He will shoot that though, flat and in.
How's the 3-point shooting? I know we'll look at it at half-time in terms of the N1 splash for cash, but gee, these two teams are looking for that 500.
They are, as Knight dribbles through the lane. It's short. As Walker now surveys, thinks about it. He's got Bazant on him. The guards have been playing fantastic defense so far, Justin. I've been loving the guard matchups as McKinley on Jones. Jones tries to use his strength. Thought McKinley was pretty straight there.
Yeah,
but
maybe just a little bit of reaching in.
dropped his shoulder there, tried to get an active hand in.
Didn't argue too much, so maybe just an errant hand. 6-point margin to the Airs. And these guards are creating a little bit of havoc. Marcel Jones starting to get in on the party as well.
He is.
Look out for big Ty Wynyard just lurking underneath. Jones will go it alone from deep. And there's a foul underneath. I think it's going to be against Ty Wynyard. In fact, it might be Scott Telfer who's picked up that foul.
Buddy Noel coming in for the Ears. He's going to take Ty. Ty sucking in the big ones, but he's played well, like you said. Ty's been running basket to basket. You're going to get opportunities doing that.
Ashton McQueen onto the floor.
We haven't seen him much in the last couple of games, have we, Justin?
Hugh Bainan's favourite player. Just can't wait to see him every time on screen and call him Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, that's right. I think I'll stick to Steve McQueen. It's more my style, Justin, sorry.
Just saw a picture of Trent Adam there as well. He's decked out today in the suit. That's good to see.
Looking good.
Here is Ashton McQueen. Tonight, just searching, looking to see what he can create. McKinley outside. Temeta will go for 3. And I tell you what sort of a game is Shane Temeta having this afternoon in the ballroom?
It's a 3-point contest between Temeta and Walker. They'll know each other very well from the days in Palmy.
Has 10 in the game.
Wow. Mulvihill now. Screen from Bailey Noel. Sets him up for the 3. Walking into it. It's short. Great rebound. McKinley gets into McQueen. He's shooting 50% from the 3, and he will. Long. And a fight for position down low. And that'll go Ears' way. It's a second quarter, just like we've seen in the first, Justin, just end to end. And the 3-point shooting, to the team's credit, keep shooting it. They're shooting well.
Well, these two teams are situated 9th and 10th on the ladder. But in what is an incredibly competitive competition in 2021, anything is possible. And at the moment, they are putting on a great show. Ayers out by 3. 0 and 5 coming in. Ayers 1 and 4. Here's McKinley for 3. Rebound. Marcel, no doubt on his way to another double-double. Good screen set by Bailey Knoll. Here's Hayes Walker through traffic. Knocked away by Daniels, but underneath Marcel. Loose ball, scramble, and it is Lasongiape right there to clean it up and add another 2 for the Ayers.
I thought we might have seen another one sitting on the rim like we did last night in the Rams game as Deshaun Knight kicks it to Daniels, who's leaking. Long, and a team rebound there from the Ayers. Marcel Jones, what can he cook up here for the Ayers? A no-look pass to Davison. Great hands from McQueen as he flicks it back in. Who's there? The gritty Noel who grabs it, goes to the floor. As similar player to Mika Fakona, that Bailey Knoll, where their best friends are the floor.
Yes,
they spend half the time talking to the floor because they're down there.
That's right. Well, you know he wasn't going to get out of the way.
No.
He was going to stay there.
He's probably been hit by worse. Bailey Knoll is into Jones. Beautiful reverse layup, but it doesn't go off the back. Deshaun Knight, he's got Temeta on his left. He takes him. Temeta fake. Great block by Jones down low. And a fight for position. Another one. Lasongiape on Knight. Doesn't go. He waits for the troops to come in. At the top, we're going to have some on-ball here. Bailey Knoll into Carlin Davidson. Oh, beautiful putback by Jones, streaking across from the weak side.
Marcel Jones, 10 points, 8 rebounds. He'll have a double-double by halftime. Make no mistake. Ayers out by 7. Such a fun game to watch. Knight, McQueen, Daniels for 3. He makes it. Not his strong suit, but he'll like that. Maybe some good confidence there for DeAndre Daniels. And that margin back to 4.
We've seen them go more than often with that extra pass and in the corner. Corner's been the favoured shot today.
Bailey Knoll wants Jones to fire away, gives him some space. Now he floats it up and he floats it in. Marcel Jones is getting going right now.
Jeez, he makes it look easy, doesn't it?
Yep. Here's Knight. He carves a path through, he's fouled.
Keeps that ball high on his drives. Tries to get it above the tall timber, hands up. I think there was some pretty good defense by all there. Just there's 2 or 3 of them in there. It's a hard call. Make it hard on the referees when you go into the rack, I'd say, Justin.
Absolutely. We saw Deshaun Knight out on the court early this afternoon, warming up. He was the first one out there, actually. Out shooting shots. Let's see what he can do from the stripe. First one hits the front of the ring and goes sideways. Big battle of the Upper West Coast this afternoon in round 4 of Sal's NBL action as Knight sinks the second one. It's a 5-point margin. Ayers.
Lasongiape losing the handle there. That's a sloppy play from the Ayers.
Thought he got a little bit of extra attention there. Some substitutions for the Jets. The Jets still shooting at 53% at the moment. Ayers have moved up to 47%. They've taken 20 rebounds, the Ayers.
Wow.
And You won't be surprised when I tell you that Marcel's got 9 of them.
Well, Taranaki leading the quarter, 21-11. Bazant dribbles. Active hands by Fenwick. Take it away. Lasongi up. He's got Jones through the middle. The drive's off and long. Switch it to the left hand late as McCulloch gets the transition. Layup. Easy over Fenwick.
Well, I think back the other way, Marcel thought he was going to get it.
Yes. Songy up in now. Screen from Jones. Back to the three-point line. He likes it out there. Back from Davison. Hand off. No. To Ty Wynyard. They were here early in the game and they're back to it. Ty Wynyard, great move in the post.
I like that. I like the change-up. It's smart play and rewarded. Let's see what the Jets can do. Can they respond? McCulloch trying to find a way through. That's a tough pass. And in the end, it forced DeAndre Daniels to reach. And he fouled.
Yeah, well, as we mentioned, the Taranaki winning this quarter by a fair bit, and it looks as though we're in the bonus for the Ears, and Davison going to the line for 2, sorry. But we have seen a quarter like we've seen in the first. The shooting from the Jets, not as good as the first quarter, but the Ears, when it hasn't gone, they've gone back to the tried and true. With Ty Wynyard down low, and he's made a couple of baskets down there just to settle them. And they're leading by 6.
Davison, no mistake with the second. Nice little 7-point buffer heading down towards the half. Good game of basketball this afternoon in the ballroom.
Geez, the guards have been pesty, haven't they? Their defense have been fantastic through the start of this game.
Well, that's what you want to see as a coach. That's exactly what you want to see. Let's see if the Airs can add to this 7-point margin. Here's Jones. He's had a very big first half. Hooks it up and in. That's bread and butter stuff for Marcel Jones. Lead is at 9. Here's McCulloch. Forced down low out to DeAndre Daniels. Big hand in his face from Ty Wynyard. Carlin Davison gets up nice and high with the rebound.
Huge rebound. Geez, wasn't that a great closeout by Ty Wynyard? Big hand. It almost felt like the hand was in my face here. Good hand.
The call there is coming off Ty Wynyard last. It'll be a Jets ball.
It's always hard when it goes straight through the lane, Justin. It seems to touch 2 or 3 people. You see a smile on Francis Mulvihill's face as he's coming down the court with McCulloch. Temida to McKinley. Back to McCulloch. Setting something up here for McKinley. No. McCulloch back to Timida in the corner. He shot the 3-ball well. Does he continue? It's long, but he gets his own rebound. McKinley, corner, 3, long. Timida might touch that one last. No. It's off Marcel Jones, who takes a second to thank the bench. And a timeout for the Jets with 49 seconds on the clock to go in the half, Justin.
And a couple of big opportunities there for the Jets as well, so they'll be disappointed they didn't make the most of those opportunities. And all of a sudden that lead is at 9, so it's been a very good run for the Airs in this second quarter. In fact, it's a 27-14 quarter to the visitors. Tayshaun Knight has 12 points for the Jets. Temida with 10, including a couple from range. Hayes Walker with 4 triples of his own has 14 points in the game. Marcel Jones 14 and 9 at the moment. And Ty Wynyard has 10 points and 4 rebounds. So 24 points between Marcel Jones and Ty Wynyard. I do like the fact that the Airs have been changing it up inside, outside, and that's working really well for them at the moment.
There's some sneaky second chance points there for the Airs. I felt like the second quarter here, Marcel Jones has been absolutely dominant. But in that first quarter, yeah, Ty Wynyard, absolutely. But it's been Marcel Jones' quarter.
Don't think that there's anything in sport, certainly in basketball, that gets a crowd more excited than someone throwing lollies into the stands.
I chucked my hands up. Oh, fruit burst. I saw a purple fruit burst and I was more than happy to chuck the hands up for that. I didn't get any, but...
Don't worry about that Shane Temida thunder dunk in the first quarter.
Wasn't it?
Get the chockies out.
The chockies out, yeah.
The crowd's up and going. 49 seconds to play. Airs will take a lead into the halftime break. It's just a question of how big that lead will be. As McQueen about to bring it back in to Daniels. Back to McQueen, down low, Deshaun Knight. They clear out for him. Now he's met by Daniels. Knight backs it back out. On the arc, shot clock down. He has to shoot over Mulverhill. Front of the ring, Ty Wynyard battle. Daniels, Wynyard comes up with it off quickly. Marcel Jones pulls up. No, hands it off. In fact, it's knocked out. Off the hand of McQueen. 28 to play, and I reckon the Airs might have a chat about this now and maybe draw something up to see if they can add to this 9-point margin. Hope you're enjoying it. Sal's NBL Round 4 action. Sky Sport Next, proudly presented by Stuff. You can check out this game and one every week at stuff.co.nz. Of course, on the NZNBL website as well, where all the latest news and information and stats and winners and losers and ladders and all that sort of stuff. You can find that for the Sal's NBL. Just head to the NZNBL website. And of course, the wonderful Tribe Sports app as well. No doubt you'd have the Tribe Sports app on your phone, Connor.
Oh, I love it.
One of the best.
Everything from cricket, rugby, basketball, heaps of basketball coverage on. And we believe we're on there tonight, Justin.
Yeah, we've always got plenty of basketball going on. Another game coming up to finish off round 4. Not too far away, actually. About an hour and a half, just under, down at ILT Stadium at Southland. You can catch all of that action between the Southland Sharks and the Nelson Giants on Sky Sport Pop-Up 2. You can watch the action live with Hugh Bainan and Donna Wilkins covering that one.
What a fantastic team to have.
Great team.
On commentary, I would absolutely be tuning in for that one. And a big game for the Sharkies.
Big game for the Giants. Imagine if they head home to Nelson tomorrow with 3 wins from the weekend.
Oof.
They're already 2/3 of the way there. Let's see what the Airs have drawn up. Well, they didn't draw that up. I'll give you the tip as McKinley goes down and scores on them. So that timeout ended up being a waste.
Absolutely. McKinley there, just in transition. Fantastic body control. And a foul there. They didn't have a foul to give. They'll be shooting there. So interesting for...
I think Trent Adams on the sideline just trying to re-explain that play that he drew up for them as well.
Nothing like a good coach reminding them that you have messed up my good work.
There he is. He's just still having a talk about it. That's not quite what we drew up, fellas. And it ended up in Jake McKinley making them pay back the other way. Here's Hayes Walker. 15 in the game now, Connor.
Hayes is shooting incredibly well. He's handling the ball a lot more as well. He's been in the pick and roll with Marcel.
I love the fact he's taken his opportunity this season.
Absolutely.
Moved home. 16 for the half.
Yeah, moved away from home for the first time. From Palmy. He's born and bred. So what a fantastic game so far from Hayes Walker.
14 seconds to play in this first half. Airs out by 9. Here's Bazant. Daniels is fouled. The call is before the shot. So it will come in from the side. Can the Jets claw this margin back? Ball out of play. 29-16 second quarter by the Airs. And no doubt some work to do in the change rooms at halftime for the home team. Can they finish strong here? Deshaun Knight out. DeAndre Daniels from high. Long, he makes it. That'll get him up and going. That will get them pumped up for the second half. 6-point margin at the half. The Airs have it. DeAndre Daniels working some magic to bring that margin back to 6. Let's have a look at that shot again. Right on the buzzer, DeAndre Daniels. Let's head down to courtside. Connor O'Fee has Deshaun Knight with him.
Thanks, Justin. I've got Deshaun Knight here. Early, aggressive for yourself and the team. How are you feeling out there? How's the game going for you?
It's going good. You know, we prepare for it, but we had some letdowns on defense, you know, and we came in with a game plan. They made some shots, you know, and we just got to adjust as a team, you know, not let it fall and like break us down and stuff like that. So I mean, everything's good. We only down 6, and we played a terrible second quarter. Only down 6, so I think we'd be good for the rest of the game.
All right, good luck for the second half, mate.
Thanks, man.
And we'll bring in Marcel Jones from the Taranaki Ears. Marcel, a quiet first quarter, but that second quarter came out dominant.
Yeah, man, the Jets are a desperate side, so you know the guys are playing well. Our team is playing well, so we just got to keep it up because we know they're going to come out the second half and play hard.
You guys are shooting fantastic. You're sharing the ball. Is that something you worked on this week?
Yeah, Coach Trent just wants us to move the ball. You know, we can move the ball faster than we can dribble it, so we're just trying to continue to get better with that. But really, it's the defensive end, man. Jets are an explosive team, so we've got to be ready.
Awesome. Good luck for the second half.
Thanks, bro.
And we'll be right back after the break to talk about some stats.
Bluetooth speaker thanks to Property Brokers. Yes, there we go now. Whoa, there. Talking, let's go. Anxiety, you're starting to get the better of me. Yes, nice, good work. I think you're out, little dudes. Yeah, yep, cool. All right, you're at the back. Let's go, push it up. So remember, if the person behind you gets it in, then please take a seat.
Welcome back to the ballroom in Palmerston North. Sunday afternoon action in the Sal's NBL Round 4. Second last game of the round. Of course, we have the Sharks and the Giants coming up from 5 p.m. today. Jets 48, Airs 54. Let's have a quick look at the stats. It was a big second quarter from the Airs, 29-19. In fact, Hayes Walker has nailed 4 triples, 16 points in the game. In fact, 3 players on each team in double digits. Knight Temida was very good in the first quarter in particular. DeAndre Daniels with that big 3 on the buzzer to end the half and reduce the margin to 6. Marcel Jones doing Marcel Jones things. He has 14 and 9 as we tick over to rebounds, and you'll see Marcel Jones right up the top there and leading the way. He just continues to do what we expect him to do week in, week out. We'll keep looking through the stats here. Some assists for you. Deshaun Knight's been busy. I do like the work of Hayes Walker, both ends of the floor. He's been terrific back in his home city of Palmerston North. some blocks. Jones has been busy. He's only been credited with one. I would have thought he had a couple in this game. And some steals. Let's have a look at the active hands. There he is again, Hayes Walker. He has been a ripper. I mentioned during the game, Connor, about the splash for cash. Now, leading the way so far this round, the N1 splash for cash, $500 up for grabs. The team that scores the most threes in a game each round.
Talk to me.
In round 1, the Bulls got the 500. Saints in round 2, Sharks in round 3. Leading the way at the moment in round 4, the Hawks put down 14 triples on the Airs back on Thursday night. In this one at the moment, the Jets 7 of 21 and the Airs 8 of 14. So the Airs are a chance.
Okay.
A chance. We'll see what happens in the N1 splash for cash. We'll see what happens in the second half. Stick with us. Half time. It's the Airs leading this one over the Jets. 54-48. Back with more real soon.
Thank you. That was hard work. Okay? Come on, guys, and keep on cheering for your children next time.
Everyone else has left now. I bet that this got you stressed out.
All right, kids. If you're in the crowd, I want you to stand up. If you're in trouble, and if you know the TikTok dance. Who knows the TikTok dance? I was told it's a thing. It's called glitter or something. Because we've got some prizes to give out. So I am looking for the best dancer in the audience. Ready? Who knows what it is? If you're in, you need to stand up. Don't come to me, guys. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. And we're watching. I need judges to be watching too. You got eyes on the court? Hey, look at you over there in the corner. Oh, so far over there. Did you guys stand up? Did you guys stand up? All right, I gotta go down here. All right, kids, you guys all know it? These guys through. I saw it. Yeah, I'm coming. You guys ready? I need to see it. You know it? We're enjoying the game.
Sells NBL action coming your way from Palmerston North this afternoon. The property brokers Manawatu Jets searching for their first win of the season, down by 6 at the half, up against the still formers Taranaki Mountaineers. They lead the way 54-48. Both teams back out onto the floor ready for the second half as the crowd enjoying some festivities at the long break. Great to see so many kids and families here this afternoon in the ballroom. Justin Nelson and Connor O'Fee with you, and that was a really enjoyable first half of Sells NBL basketball. A lot of fun.
First half, absolutely. The Manawatu Jets came out aggressive in the first quarter. They won that, and it's a great play from Shane Temida to them to get out to a lead. And what happened? Marcel Jones in the second quarter came out, fired up, lots of shots, lots of moves, made it look easy. And here we sit at the end of the second quarter at halftime with the ears up.
There's the coach of the Jets, Tim McTamney, with a little bit of work to do. I'd like to see the ball in Jaden Bazant's hands a little bit more. Start of the game, we saw Bazant with the ball in his hands, and he started really, really well. They then went away from that a little bit. I'd like to see them go back to the ball in his hands.
Jaden started with a quick 7, and he hasn't scored since that third bucket. So
goes at 19 a game.
Yeah, he's averaging 19. Last game he had a quiet one. He obviously came out and wanted to show something.
Just on the sidelines, actually, in front of us, Tim McTamney just, as the team came in, just pulled Jaden Bazant to one side and had a quick chat in his ear. I just wonder whether it was something about that.
He's been getting to a spot. He loves a couple of spots that he has, and one of them's the elbow and one of them's down just near the baseline on the block. So if he can get to a spot and get a good shot, and we know he's one of the best at creating space in this league. So as long as he's keeping his shooting up, as we see the bag man, Troy Temera, come past. No bag on today. He's taking the bag off.
He has taken the bag off, you're right. Maybe that whisper in Jaden's ear was to say, hey, we're going to go to you the first couple of plays here. We'll keep an eye on that. He's out by 6. How about Hayes Walker coming home to Palmerston North this afternoon?
Well, he's coming with a wet sail, that's for sure. That's some fantastic shooting 66% at the half from the three-point line. That's incredible. And we talked about it pre-game. If there's one thing you want to do, that's come home for a new team and show them what they're missing.
I'm going to go with Marcel Jones. Will have a double-double within the first 30 seconds of this half. He's 14 and 9 at the moment. And I reckon he'll get a rebound within the first 30 seconds of play.
Jeez, you've really
mark it down.
Yeah, you've really chucked out a long one there, haven't you? 1 rebound. Okay. Well, I think Ty Wynyard, for a starter here for the Ears, they started going to him in the first quarter. So I wonder if that's the plan while he's on the court. It looks like they're going back to their starters, the Ears. Same with the Jets. So starters on starters as we are almost underway here. The Ears to start with the ball. The second half action. Jets taking on the Ears here in the ballroom in Palmerston North, Mulvihill, with Knight on him to start the second half. Ty Wynyard runs around, finds a screen to get Hayes Walker open. Straight back, no look at it. Ty Wynyard met at the rim by Daniels. Beautiful defense to start this one.
Averages 2 blocks a game. He's the best in the league. There's Temera underneath, picks it up, scoops it in for 2. Good start for the Jets. That lead back to 4.
Great start. That's what they needed. It was a tip through the lane, but Temera right underneath the rim has picked that up and chucked it back, and that's what you got to do. Another pass through to Ty Wynyard, another lost ball for the Ears early, and that's not what you want as McKinley hassled by Telfer. Oh, and it's active early. Good defense. We're loving the defense in this game so far, but that one just a little bit too much from Telfer.
Don't think there was too much about. Don't think there was any doubt about that. That was.
I think he checked his watch on his wrist on that one.
Is
that a Rolex?
He might have taken his watch off his wrist on that occasion.
Bazant now, and number 6 for the Green Machine. Fake screen, gets to a spot. Oh, quick from Bazant, and just off by Bazant, and that's all it needs to be. In basketball, just off for it not to go as Mulvihill to Marcel. Still looking for that 1 rebound.
I was a little bit out.
Yeah.
It's coming though.
Oh, great hands by McKinley. Bazant picks it up. He's got Temera trailing, back to Bazant. 3 on 2. Probably should have scored, but Daniels surveys, takes his time.
Does anyone want to take the shot?
No, I don't.
They juggled it around, didn't they?
It was a bit of hot potato there, Justin.
Let's have a look at this again. Who's going to take it? No, not me. No, you take it. Okay, I'll take it.
Reminds me of that the movie of The Longest Yard when the commentator they're making the play where they throw the ball around at the back and he's going whoop, whoop.
You watch way too many movies as Daniels misses the bonus. It's a 2-point margin now. So the Jets with the better of the start here in the third. Can Hayes Walker respond? He was very good in the first half. Goes to Carlin Davidson, who's got the start and got the finish.
Well, got his defender stuck in his shoes. Chucked the head fake up, got around him. Huge flush. You see how hard he got up against how high he got against the rim.
I like seeing Carlin Davidson out there this early in the second half. It's a very good sign. Good work by the Airs.
Popcorn.
Daniel's got Marcel Jones off the floor.
Some encouragement coming from Coach McTamney here. He likes to see Daniels active with the ball.
Cullen Davidson has got a couple of very big fans in the Cells NBL commentary crew. I think there's about 14 or 15 of us in the commentary team, and that man right there has got big raps on him from a couple within our crew. They talk about the hops on this kid all the time.
Absolutely, and Trent's pretty encouraging of him as well. He tells him not to get down. You know, he's learning, first year in the league. First proper year in the league as McKinley gets to one of his more favourite spots as he steps away, and that's just the right off the rim. But encouraging there for Jake McKinley, who probably wants to shoot a little bit more. Mulvihill now. Looking for Ty in the middle from Marcel Jones. Fake, make. Good move by Ty Wynyard.
A couple of times now we've seen those two team up, Marcel Jones and Ty Wynyard. Margin back to 6 as it was at the half. Here's Temera. Knight, Bazant out. Daniel steps around Hayes Walker through traffic. Was he fouled? He was. And he'll go and have a look at a couple of shots from the line.
Yeah, a bit of a bailout call there for Daniels. He didn't look like he had a lot on. He had two defenders, one on the side, one in front. Chucked the floater up. It was going to miss and fouled. But this is what they need. They need to get it back to 4 here.
10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks in the game for DeAndre Daniels. As I said earlier, he's leading the league for average blocks per game. He goes at 2, and he's matched that already this afternoon. Makes both of those from the line, brings it back to 4 points now. Ayres still holding sway, though. Here's Mulvihill. Steps around Jones, hands it to Wynyard. Looked inside for Jones, who was well covered by McKinley. Here's Davison. Went for the hot pass into Wynyard, knocked away.
Been really impressed with the Jets' hands in the offensive lane. Sorry, another one knocked out there by Daniels, and that means with 7 seconds on the shot clock here, Ayres have to come up with something. It's Marcel Jones with the floater, one hand. Great work from Marcel Jones.
16 in the game.
Deshaun Knight now around the Daniels screen. Another backhanded pass. Daniels fake up left. And another big rebound from Davison. Mulvihill now, Jones. Walker shot well in the first half. He hasn't shot in the second half. A good seal by Wynyard. And a great hand by Temera.
Still looking for his 10th rebound, by the way, Marcel. Can I get up and just scream out to him?
Wasn't such a long shot after all. It was looking at a 110 favourite. Now maybe 180.
Yeah.
Walker now. Corner. Back to Davison. Stepped. Went. Jones.
Look out.
Daniel. Good rebound. DeAndre Daniels is Bazant now. Oh, big pass to Temera. Little bit behind his head is Davison now. Marcel Jones throw it down. No, he'll just go with the one-hand pat. And that might be his 18th point, Justin.
Play the percentages, finish off the glass. Lead is at 8 as Deshaun Knight. Through traffic is fouled.
Good call from Melanie O'Connor. He's whacked on the hand with the pass, so that won't be shooting. It'll be on the floor. No, we've got it in the bonus already.
Don't think so. In fact, that might be. I think you're right. That's the 5th team foul.
We are in the bonus in this quarter. 4 minutes in.
I was going to say 6 minutes of it to come. So
it's good for the Jets. What's the chances they change the game plan to get it into the bigs here with going to the rack every time they foul down?
Well, Temera's just coming off the floor, so maybe not.
Good point. Good point. Bazant has been active again, but not shooting so far in this one.
Well, they went to him early in this quarter, didn't they? And he missed that first one, which really, he'd probably look back at that and say he should have finished that. But I do like the Jets going to Bazant. Bazant can not only score, but he can create.
Yeah.
He opens things up. So let's see if the Jets continue to go that way. Here's Knight. Makes the pair. No, he doesn't. And there's the 10th rebound, by the way. I've been sitting and waiting for it. So a double-double to Marcel Jones. Just another one for him in his Cells NBL career. Here's Mulvihill. Wynyard gives him some space. Davison for 3. Can't put it away too long. Was there a reaching foul over the back there from DeAndre Daniels? Certainly Daniels doesn't think so, and Coach McTamney.
It's only one on the Jets now. It's only one on the Jets.
How many is it on DeAndre Daniels? That's his third. So that's probably what they were more concerned about. Davison to bring it in. There's a real tangle up high between Mulvihill and McKinley. Here's Jones. He wants some space here. He says, get out of my way. I'm going to shoot it. He does shoot it in the end. And the crowd's happy with that call.
I think if I was Coach Trent Adam, I would be a bit scratching my head there why they didn't get that down to Taiwan. He had a mismatch on Mullins.
In fact, there's going to be a timeout, is there? Or is there? No, there's not. Just a lot of substitutions. I think Marcel Jones has gone to the sidelines amongst all of that.
Maybe that was in protest of not using tie down there.
Well, I think Marcel thought he was fouled when he took that three-point shot. In the end, it came up well short, didn't it?
I think he was looking for a foul, the way that I saw it.
McCulloch drops the first one. They've got a real chance here, the Jets, with this team foul bonus situation, which means they've got to stay aggressive. They have to keep attacking.
Yes, 100%. If they get the chance to go to the rack as Lasongi Api into the game, and Knight goes for the steal, gets it out to Davison for three.
That's a big three.
Whack.
In the context of the game, that right there is a very important shot for the Airs.
It does. It gives them a bit of breathing space now. Deshaun Knight gets in McCulloch. He's been great off the bench in the last two contests. Great feed to Jake McKinley on the wing. Whack.
Basket for basket.
Beautiful play by Nico McCulloch, like I said, been off the bench the last two games, and he's been absolutely ripping it as Hayes Walker looks to shoot, fakes right.
He wants to go. He wants to go.
Oh, Fenwick. Baxter Fenwick off the bench.
Well, that's 3 threes in a row. Woo. So we are going basket for basket right now. 8-point margin. It is starting to heat up.
This is reminiscent of the first quarter. Deshaun Knight, probably not a mismatch with Hayes Walker, a little bit taller than him, but gets it out to McKinley with the two young bloods going at each other. A great pass inside, deflected though. Lasongi Api with Davison. We can only think it's going to
watch out.
End in one. I got excited. Excited.
So did Davison.
Fake around McKinley. Oh, great pass. Extra pass to Lasongi Api in the corner. Long off the iron, and McKinley can't gather.
Well, I think Lasongi Api probably just needs to stop and have a look at that, because he's the first player to miss a three-point shot in about the last 2 minutes. 65-60, in fact 68-60 I should say, halfway through this third quarter. It's been entertaining. Marcel Jones 18 and 10 in the game, as we've got a timeout now.
Well, like you mentioned, Justin, with 5 personal fouls with, I think we had 5 minutes left,
about
4.5 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, I would 100% be looking at getting the bigs back involved for the Jets. Get Temida. I think Temida was coming back on as we took the timeout just now, as Marcel Jones has a bit of a discussion with assistant coach for the Ears. But for mine, I'm definitely sending it inside. Like you said, stay aggressive. At worst, you're going to get back to the line for the Jets.
Both teams 28 points in the paint today.
Wow.
So roughly half of their score for the Jets, maybe a little bit less than half for the Airs.
We've seen a couple of pull-ups, but mostly 3 or drives. Yeah,
29 rebounds to 20 in favour of the Airs as well.
Probably leading the offensive category as well, are they?
They are leading the offensive rebounds 8-3. I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you were looking. Taranaki leading this quarter by 2, but to be fair, it looked Manawatu's quarter to start.
Well, they've come at them a couple of times and got it back to, 4?
Yep.
Maybe back to 2 at one stage. And the Airs just able to steady with some great shooting. I mean, we just saw a run of 3 triples, a couple for the Airs. Underway again, Davison brings it in. Bailey Knowles back out there. Here's Lasongi Api. Hayes Walker. He loves this. He loves this. And that nearly dropped. That was halfway down. He's already nailed 4 from distance today. McCulloch is held up off the dribble. McKinley turns the corner. Through traffic, backs it out towards Deshaun Knight. That was in and out as well.
We faked the handoff, and Jake McKinley went in, got it out to Deshaun Knight, who you want to be, the person you want to be shooting on the Jets team. As Bailey Knoll surveys at the top, handoff to Walker. He's probably not going to shoot it from there again. Great defense from McCulloch, staying in front of his attacker as Walker. He's good from out here, step back. A hold from McCulloch as Auntie using all his expertise to get a foul there, as that's now 2 personal fouls for the Jets.
And that was really late in the shot clock too, so disappointing there for the Jets, because they had done a very good job defensively for 22.5 seconds.
14 on the shot clock here. Here's through Lasongi up here at the top. Bailey Knoll screen. Lasongi up, he goes himself. Finds Davison on the angle. He's shot one already. In and out.
Last 3 shots in and out both ends.
You couldn't get much closer to that as McCulloch now at pace. Holds. Back to McKinley. He's done well. McKinley so far in the quarter swings it. Temita, quick hands. Daniels, baseline on Bailey Knoll. Turns left, easy 2. That's good points for the Jets, Justin.
Yeah, Bailey Knoll not happy there with some of the body work of DeAndre Daniels, but it was a good basket by the man in green. That margin at 6, Fenwick. Davison now getting some real burn in this third quarter, the young man. Bailey Knoll. He's going to use that experience to put another 2 away. The Airs continue to hold this gap. The Jets trying to get themselves back into this one as Knight comes up short. Lasongi Ape. Oh, twisting and turning. Can he find a way through? The little handoff to Davison was a little bit too hot. DeAndre Daniels will pick it up.
Hasn't Daniels been fantastic in the passing lanes today? It's another one from him. He's down underneath the rim. He's doing everything for this Jets team, Daniels.
Well, the best way to get yourself into form is to be active, and he's certainly done that this afternoon. Had a pretty good game last week, 21 points and I think 11 rebounds.
Argue that was his coming out party for the season, Justin. A bit quiet before that.
So far today, 12.6 rebounds, 2 blocks, but as you said, a lot more active defensively.
Absolutely, and that's what you do. Both ends of the court to get yourself going. Nico stops. McCulloch short on the shot. And if you're the Jets with 5 personal fouls, stopping and shooting the mid-range, potentially not what your coach wants, is Basta Fenwick. Hands off to Davison, who gets it inside. That's another pass taken away by the Jets through the lane as McCulloch wing drives, floater off the glass. 2 points. Jets back within 6 now.
And the Airs are just slowing things down here at the moment. I'm not sure whether that's just the pattern of the game or that's a message that they've received, but they just seem to slow it down. Fenwick surrounded by singlets, and in the end,
that might be the third turnover in a row.
Yeah, just a little bit scrappy. And this is a big chance for the Jets now. They've got to try and capitalise as they head in towards the last change. It's still a 6-point margin though, so they just can't get this gap down. Finlally, that's not a good pass. So both ways, we've seen some errant passes. And literally, they're just handing the ball back to each other at the moment.
Yeah, we've had a few sloppy positions in a row here. I think Airs are beating is stagnant on the ball. They've been finding a man inside, and that player's then shut the ball or picked it up. But here we go with Mulvihill. Double screen here.
We've been talking about how up-tempo this game is. It's just slowed down.
Yeah, absolutely.
DeAndre Daniel called for the foul. 16 apiece this quarter. Remember, the first quarter was 29-25 Jets way. Second quarter, 29-19 Airs way. 16-16 just feels like the last 3 or 4 minutes has been a bit more of an arm wrestle.
The Airs played on Thursday.
They did, yeah.
The legs will be a little bit sore now. The Jets haven't played in a week.
Thursday, that's a lifetime ago, Connor. Thursday? What about the Giants?
Yeah.
Thursday at home, last night in Dunedin, and coming up at 5 o'clock today, about 45 minutes time, on Sky Sport Pop-Up 2, they're taking on the Sharks.
Well, I'll tell you what, who's not showing any signs of stress on his body is Hunter Hale.
Geez, he's had a heck of a season so far, hasn't he?
Double.
Take out his first game. He's
Oh,
going
yeah.
at 31 points a game at the moment. His last 6, 31 points a game, 3.3 triples, 3.8 steals.
Jeez. I know you like to call Asher McQueen lightning as Jones misses, but he's got some lightning paces. Their outlet pass for the Jets. Finn Lally on the court.
Got a score here.
Oh, another sloppy position from the Jets, and this is killing the coach.
Well, wasted opportunities. You know, we talk about that 6-point margin. They've had some really good chances.
You need to get the ball here. If you're the Ears, ball in the hands of Marcel Jones. Settle it down. Get a classic Marcel Jones basket. We've had a couple of turnovers from the Youngies.
Well, I think settle it down is the understatement of the afternoon.
Davison now looking for Jones on the weak side. Now gets the bump from McKinley. Great defense. Now one-on-one. Another great defensive set from McKinley. 1 foot. Oh,
That
McKinley.
is supreme stuff. And he'll finish this way with a slam. That is an absolute clinic in how to play defense, Jake McKinley.
Tell you what, you want to lead your team back into the game. Jake McKinley, take a bow, young man. That is fantastic basketball. And again, Jake McKinley working on Jones. Jones double team, triple team. Backs to Fenwick. Thought about it, thought better of it. Mulvihill now. McCulloch on him. Spin, back, shot. Long. Bazat now, chance to make a 4-point swing. Foul.
3/4 time here. Every single Jets player right now needs to get around Jake McKinley and feed off what that young man has just done. There he is. Have a look at this again. Now, this is just great defense. The block at the end. He goes back the other way and just slams it down. Well done, young man, Jake McKinley. Your team needs to rise up around you. 3/4 time. The Airs lead it by 4. Big last quarter coming up in the Sal's NBL. We'll be back with it right after this.
There's a lot to be said about you Kiwis. You like breaking new ground? You're the best in your field? Stand up for what you believe in. But when it comes to pizza, you can't beat authenticity. Sal's, authentic New York pizza.
Not a lot in this game with 10 minutes to play. The fans on the edge of their seats as the Airs lead this one by 4. Round 4, Sal's NBL. The Jets looking for their first win of the season here at home in the ballroom against the Airs, the Upper West Coast Challenge. And it's the visitors leading by 4. Justin Nelson, Connor O'Fee with you. As we're about to start this last quarter, can the Jets feed off that excellent play, Connor, from Jake McKinley heading into 3/4 time? We're about to find out.
We saw that picture of Jake McKinley last week against the Nuggets. Bruised, battered, scratched.
Well, he looked like he'd been whipped.
Yes, he looked like he walked straight through a cuzzy tree. As we start again with McCulloch at the top. Swings it. 10-minute shot well, broke. The ankles of Wynyard got it back to McCulloch. That's long and right. And not what the Jets needed straight out of quarter. As we move into the 4th quarter here with Hayes Walker, who shot well in the first half. Hasn't seen much ball in the second. Ty Wynyard camping in the lane. He'll give a screen to Davison. Flare off. Screen to Jones. Another great defensive work from McKinley as Davison goes back to... Oh, great defensive work from the Jets. Jake McKinley carried on there, took about 3 assignments on. Fantastic play from the young man.
Yeah, no, look, he's been really impressive. Super impressive, Jake McKinley. He's clearly got the job on Marcel Jones at the moment, and Marcel Jones is coming off second best, it must be said. Last couple of possessions that we've seen. There's some good play by the Jets. Temera finishes off Deshaun Knight. They bring it back to 2. Question is, can they get their beaks in front? 9 minutes to play in this game. Here's Mulvihill. Really open game in the first half. Bit of an arm wrestle in that third quarter. Who's going to be the clinical finisher today? Will it be Marcel Jones? In and out. Now the chance for the Jets to put themselves up in this game. McCulloch maybe a little bit too strong on Francis Mulvihill. Callum Welsh certainly thought so.
For the first time in the history of basketball, nobody complained about that call, Justin. That was straight in the chest. Mulvihill taking it. As you'll see here, the pass across, extra pass from McKinley. McCulloch drove straight into Mulvihill, who was set. Took the charge. Great work for his team, as that's what they need. The Jets coming back within 2 now. Mulvihill telling Wynyard to get out of his way. There's another active hand from the Jets.
Hands in lanes.
We've seen it all game. Fantastic work. Oh, it's a miscommunication from McKinley. Straight to Marcel Jones. He's got Mulvihill. Athletic move for the scoop, but comes up short on the rim. Deshaun Knight now. What can he cook up on the corner? Bazant. He's been quiet in this quarter.
Oh, great move. Jaden Bazant. How was the cross back? That is a sensational basket from Jaden Bazant. We'll get another look at that in a moment, but watch the cross back. He absolutely left them befuddled. Here it is, back the other way. And to be fair, the reaching defense by Carlin Davison just wasn't going to get the job done.
Get through 2 defenders and not have any help from the weak side.
And guess what's happened as a result of that basket? Scores are level, my friend.
Scores are level.
Have a look at this again. Jaden Bazant, here it is. Carlin Davidson just with the ad hoc reach in the end, and that was just too easy. We've been talking for a long time in this game about the importance of Jaden Bazant. Really love what McKinley's done in the last 3 or 4 minutes of this game. Bazant up to 11 points now. And just maybe there's a feeling amongst this crowd at the ballroom that they may be going to celebrate a Jets victory, their first of 2021. It would be their first since a grand final at the Showdown last year.
It's a long time ago, and what a fantastic competition that was. But the Jets, I feel, have been unlucky. They've had a couple of close 2-point losses or 1-point losses, and you just really think that luck has to go their way on this one as we're back with the Airs position.
The Airs come out without Ty Wynyard.
Mulvihill.
Look for Aaron Bailey-Knoll inside doing the work here. There he is, and there he goes. Knocked in by Marcel Jones.
Active from Marcel Jones straight through the lane there, and a good tip, but as we mentioned, is leading the offensive rebounds, and it's carrying on as Deshaun Knight puts it on the floor, puts it in the hoop from the free throw line. What a pull-up.
I've got a feeling we are going to get a big finish here. We've had a couple last night. I think we're going to get another one this afternoon.
Jeez, it's nice when we get treated to some bonus basketball, isn't it? As Mulvihill gets the screen from Bailey-Knoll, steps back, sends it to Marcel Jones. He drives, slips. Football, and that'll go Jets' way.
Well, have a look who was right there with him again. Have a look who was right there with Marcel Jones again. It is this young man wearing number 12, Jake McKinley.
I tell you what, if you got to put anybody on a poster to be the green machine, it's Jake McKinley right now, isn't it? It's probably his reason why he's flipped over with that sweat teeming off him.
He's done it again. He's causing Marcel a few worries.
I mean, it goes to show if you can stay that lateral quickness that Jake has, he's clearly an athlete. If you can stay in front of your attacker as a defender, the ball is literally in your court as McKinley now. Man we're speaking about hands it off to Jaden Bazant. Deshaun Knight Mulvihill daring him to go left. He goes right. Auntie puts a bit of body on him, swings it. Jake McKinley, can he do it on the offensive end? No. But a great rebound on a bigger opponent there from Deshaun Knight. McQueen into the game. Good feed to Bazant. Picks up the sloppy pass.
Got to go.
Knight low on the shot clock. And he'll get the foul.
Just get the feeling there's some real momentum swinging the way of the home team at the moment.
There is. And
McKinley defensively. Bazant starting to run. Knight's running.
we're seeing the defense become such a factor here with, in the last quarter and a half, scoring hard to come by, Justin. So it's become so imperative that teams play their defense right now, and Deshaun Knight for his first.
6-2 run, 7-2 run to start the last quarter by the Jets. And I would think that's their first lead in a long, long time.
Mm.
We're going to get another shot here. I think there was a lane violation. And even if we're wrong, Coach Tim McTamney was right in the background.
Well, there's two things that are certain in the world. A referee has never been wrong and a coach has never been right. So Deshaun Knight now with his second chance at a second. Oh, and the same result. The ball does not lie, Justin.
It's a 1-point margin. Jets. Been a long time since they've had their noses in front. Can the Airs respond now? Mulvihill has Bailey Knoll ducking to the basket. Drags it back out again. Oh, there's a heavy collision. Ashton McQueen and Bailey Knoll just ran into each other by accident. Jones for three. Nails it. Marcel Jones.
Wow.
Just when it's needed, he answers. And the Airs are back out by 2. Here's Bazant. Corner. Big shot by Jake McKinley for 3.
Great answer back from Jake McKinley. It wasn't Jones matching up on him, it was Telfer.
Well, they've had one apiece, haven't they? There they go at it again, these two, McKinley and Jones. What a contest.
Oh.
Marcel Jones misses. Temera with the rebound.
Keep it going. This is fantastic as Deshaun Knight picks it up right on the halfway line. That was pretty close there, but Knight now with a screen from Temera, and great defense as Telfer Penguins down the sideline. But that's hustle. Telfer showing a bit of hustle, and there's a lot of heart in this game. A lot of heart on the line.
I wonder whether the Marcel Jones-Jake McKinley matchup will be the one at the death that decides this one.
Let's hope so, because this is a fantastic matchup. We were talking pre-game about who takes Marcel Jones. Coach McTamney was pretty tight-lipped on it.
Didn't give anything away.
It would be an understatement if he was tight-lipped on it. As McKinley on Jones again. This is what we want. He picks up his dribble out to Ashton McQueen. 5 on the clock. Back to McKinley in the corner. Yes!
Jake McKinley, you're a star, young man. You are a star of the Cells NBL.
Here we go now. Can we get it back to Jones? On-ball screen as it's come straight into the commentary box.
Oh, good catch.
Straight into the commentary box. My first part of the action this year.
That's actually your first touch ever in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Ever. First possession. What do you mean this year?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know. I've been to a couple of Nuggets games.
Jets are out by 4.
I'll tell you what, and the crowd is into it, Justin. Absolutely loving the action here as Davison's going to inbound from the sideline. Lasongi up here in the game for the Ears. Walker hands it off to Lasongi up here. He's been good in this one.
Here we go.
Oh, McKinley again. He's taken a shot. And I'll tell you who's got a smile like the Cheshire Cat right now, and that is Tim McTamney. Massive smile across his dial.
Well, they've got to get across the line. There's just under 5 minutes to go, and it is an understatement to say that this is a big game for the Property Brokers Manawatu Jets. They must get this win to get their season up and going. Have to. It's been a good start to this last quarter. It's been a 13-5 run. DeAndre Daniels has it knocked away by Wynyard. Can the Airs respond?
He wanted hand there, he wanted the call, but it looked clean from my point of view.
Yep.
Wynyard with a good hand, meet me at the rim.
It was clean. Lasonge Ape searching. Davison inside. Hard one for Ty Wynyard. Scoops it up, but it's out. And the Jets get it back.
It's not often you see that one called out because it's hit the high beam, but Wynyard's a strong man. And
Did that hit the? I didn't see that.
It's hit the big grey beam.
There you go.
Specsavers, Justin. They're not a sponsor yet, but they could be.
Well,
and McKinley gets a massive round of applause from the crowd.
Well, here's a question. Would you take him out?
Absolutely not, but with 4 minutes to go.
Geez, you don't want him sitting for too long.
Save his legs as Jets are up 4. Daniels handoff Bazant. He's the man you want with the ball currently, but he's picked the dribble up. Timura handoff to Daniels. On ball screen. Can he find him? No. Good defense from Carlin Davison. McCulloch finds the ear, but no net as Jones streaking with Lasonge Ape. And Jones is not happy.
Hey, Connor, Jake McKinley, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 3 triples. I'm telling you now, you don't sit that kid too much longer. You're going to get him back out there.
That's a sales pizza.
And doing a job on Marcel Jones, who's been limited in this second half.
Yeah, it's a decision that only Coach McTamney will tell us, and let's hope it pays off. As Bazant lost the ball on the back court, as now Hayes Walker gets a screen from Marcel Jones. He goes back to the screen, nothing going, so sends it to Carlin Davison. Low on the shot clock, 7. Ty Wynyard back to Davison. He has to go. Travel.
To be fair, McKinley did get that knock in the chest a couple of minutes ago, so maybe the breather is to do with that.
I've got to tell you, that is a Sal's Pizza stats stuffer. Jake McKinley, there he is. Look at the sweat. That young man's hair looks like it's just come out of the shower. He is sweating hard.
He has arrived today in this league, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. It was his chance starting last week. Didn't quite take the most of it. But the Jets now still up 4 on the ears. McCulloch, the ball in the wing to Bazant in his spot. 6 on the shot clock.
Got to
Step
go.
back. Mulvihill. Short. But Deshaun Knight in the place that he needed to be. Right place, right time.
Look out McCulloch by himself there. Wow, no one with him.
14 reset means you got to get it off. Meet me at the rim, says Marcel Jones. And a foul. Just dropped the hands as it was coming down.
4-point margin. 2:44 to play. 13-5 last quarter for the Jets.
Marcel Jones, not many personal fouls. I think that's his first, so no stress there. You'll be wondering how long.
23 and 14 in the game for Marcel Jones. But to be fair, I think he had 18 at halftime.
Yeah, I think you might be right, Justin. As Jake McKinley sits down beside me, he's coming back into the game.
No surprises there.
Daniels makes the first. Can he make the second? Yes.
Well. Jets out by 6 with the young star of the game, Jake McKinley, stepping back onto the floor.
And Daniels will go straight back to the subs bench, so that might be for Timura, possibly. It could be for Bazant, but Marcel Jones with the ball. Handoff to Hayes Walker. He hasn't shot in the fourth quarter yet. Mulvihill, screen, Wynyard. Out to the wing. Telfer swings
Great
at
defense.
McKinley.
Have a look. Who is it?
Can he get to the rack? No, but who's there? McCulloch with the floater. And he'll get the rebound. 14-second reset. Deshaun Knight behind the back to the rack. Finger roll.
Well done, Deshaun Knight. All smiles for the Jets now.
Jets crowd are absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it here in the ballroom. It's intimate here, Justin, and maybe that's what they needed. An intimate crowd to get this first win.
Jake McKinley with 5 steals in the game. Now here's Deshaun Knight. That's just pretty basketball. Straight down the lane.
Behind the back, past Mulvihill, past Wynyard. Beautiful finger roll.
They move up to an 8-point lead now, the Jets. It's a 17-5 last quarter. 17-5.
Wow. I mean, Trent Adam, so far, I would say, coaching the team very well, and especially very well this season. The introduction of Drew Lasonge Ape, last game very good, or last 2 games very good. This game, not handling the ball very well when he's had his minutes. I think the tail of the tape this game will be the amount of lost ball for each team. Jets have come back into the game, but the Airs, I would say the tail of the tape for them, lost ball in the second half.
Jets 12 turnovers. The Airs have scored 10 off those turnovers.
Wow.
Airs with 19 turnovers. The Jets converting that into 19 points.
Wow. Well, there you go.
So that's a pretty good call by you, Connor O'Fee. As we have 2:08 left to play, the Jets have moved from what looked like a lingering 6 to 8 points down to now being 8 points up.
McTamney keeping Brad Clive on his toes, thinking that might be his ball. As
Telford,
they're struggling to get the ball in.
Yeah, Telford gets it in eventually to Hayes Walker. The Airs need to respond, and they need to respond quickly. Walker to Jones. Jones on Bazant. Takes it deep into the corner. McCulloch steps across to help. Tough pass. Telford keeps it in. He has a tough pass, and McKinley comes up with steal number 6. Is it? Is it 6 or is it 7? He's got a few of them.
What a game, Jake McKinley. Bazant now slowing it down. Use all of the clock. 1 minute 30 left on the clock.
Time's there, friend.
Oh, step back, no. Thought better of it as McCulloch. More percentage shot. Spin doesn't go his way. As Hayes Walker now has a chance. He's going to go to the rim. Good defense again from McKinley. Not called. Big contact. Deshaun Knight. Beautiful as McTamney with a big fist in the air. He loves it. Absolutely loves it. Francis Mulvihill fouled by Deshaun Knight. He either wants a break or he wants to slow it down.
Well, 10-point margin now, 1:08 to play. Time is well and truly on the side of the Jets. It's been a massive last quarter. 19 to 5 in this last quarter. Got a timeout called by the Airs. I think it's all rudimentary from here. What a finish by the home team. They are heading towards their first win of the season. And I'll tell you what, I mean, Deshaun Knight, terrific. 18 points, 4 assists. In fact, all 5 starters in double digits for the Jets. That's a good sign. But the player of the game,
Jay McKinley, fantastic. I think in this game, the scoring in the first half, fantastic. But really, what we've been most impressed with is the defense.
Yep.
And the defense has won the Jets the game. And barring a catastrophe from the Jets, the defense has won them this game.
Airs 21 turnovers. Jake McKinley, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 6 steals.
Wow.
In fact, probably could have got the last one that led to the Deshaun Knight basket. And as I was thinking that, it ticked over. 7 steals.
7 steals.
What a game.
Amazing.
That would be a season high across the league, I think, 7 steals. It was held by Hunter Hale with 6. Jake McKinley with 7.
With 1:10 on the clock, 1:08, 1 minute 8 is...
They've got to go quick here.
They've got to go 10, down 10. Marcel Jones 3, would you think?
Oh,
or a Hayes Walker 3?
It's going to Marcel Jones. Has to be going. Telford to bring it in. In fact, it goes straight into Ty Wynyard. They're going to go inside the paint. Can't finish. Temida with the rebound. They're away. McCulloch settle it down. Knight will just take his time to squeeze it over the halfway line. And it's going to be a very happy camp here in Palmerston North tonight as Deshaun Knight misses. Hayes Walker running the length of the floor. Does he turn it over? No, he keeps it alive. Here's Mulvihill floating it up. Can't finish. Ty Wynyard can.
No need to put any pressure on that. Leading by 8.
A late consolation 2.
And a foul by Marcel Jones. And we'll have 27 seconds left in the game.
Well, they've got to build on this, don't they? The
Absolutely.
Jets, they've got to build on this going forward. There's a timeout called by the Jets. I will tell you, Connor O'Fee, that
talk to me.
Next week, the Jets are at home to the Sharks on Sunday. 5 o'clock game, Fly Palmy Arena next Sunday. Get along to that one.
Sharks play 2 that weekend, don't they?
Well, they do, and interestingly, they played the night before against the Airs.
Hey.
So both of these teams have singles next week. The Airs at home on Saturday night. That's a big game, actually, next Saturday night, the Airs and the Sharks. That's the tribute game for Coach Steve McKean.
What a man.
So for everybody, a fan of the Airs or not, a fan of basketball, if you're listening and you're in the area near TSB Stadium next Saturday night, get your tickets, get them during the week because they are selling really quickly. But you need to get along to that one. The Airs and the Sharks, the Coach Steve McKean tribute game. It will be big. And then the following day, the Sharks venture a little bit further south down the west coast. And they take on this Jets team who I think will come out of this with a lot of confidence.
We talk about momentum, confidence, a massive thing. But we talk about momentum and what that does for you going into the next game. You can remember those shots going down. You remember those massive defensive plays. You're only going to be better for it in the upcoming game.
Well, if you look at the ladder, the Jets will get their first win here after 5 losses. Things turn around quickly. Going into the weekend, the Giants were 1-4.
Wow.
And they're now 3-4 with a game coming up in about 20 minutes' time against the Sharks. So it turns around really quickly in a tight competition. And maybe this is the confidence booster that the Jets needed to get going this season.
As we see maybe them focusing a little bit too much on the end goal, which is winning the game, as McKinley has the ball held up and jump ball goes Ayers' way. And it'll look like Ayers will either hold it out here or no. Mulvihill goes straight to the basket, flick it out to Telfer, long, and the Jets can hold it for the last possession. What a fantastic win for the Manawatu Jets.
Oh, just keep it in this man's hands. Just leave it with this guy right here.
Oh, and huge claps coming from the crowd already. Teams on their feet. Manawatu Jets, this is your first win of the season.
What a win to the property brokers, Manawatu Jets. They've broken the duck after 5 successive losses. And they've done it in style this afternoon in the Sal's NBL. Great win, 85-77. Star of the show, Jake McKinley, 15.7 rebounds, 7 steals. What a game from that young man. He went head-to-head with Marcel Jones, especially in that second half. Great battle that was. Deshaun Knight finishes with 20 points. DeAndre Daniels, a very handy 16 points and a couple of blocks. Temera with 14.7 rebounds. Bazant with 11 points. All 5 starters in double digits for the Jets. For the Airs today, Marcel Jones, 23 points, 15 rebounds. Hayes Walker, 16 points, all coming in the first half. 2 steals and 4 triples. Ty Wynyard with 12 points and 10 rebounds. A double-double for him. But the man of the moment, the star of the show today, was this young man, Jake McKinley, and he joins Connor O'Fee sideline right now.
Thanks, Justin. And we're here with Jake McKinley. Jake, what a fantastic game. And the first one of the season for the Manawatu Jets. You were out there, offensive end, defensive end. How did you feel getting out there and getting that win?
Oh, it just feels good to be at home, you know, playing in front of the home crowd. It's just great being here and, you know, just about time we got a dub, you know.
That's right, that's right. And for yourself, 15 points, 7 rebounds, but the one I want to focus on is 7 steals. You were active in the passing lanes and you were pesty on defense. You shut Marcel Jones down. How do you feel on your defensive game tonight?
Oh, I just feel like I can do that every night. I want to guard the best player and I just want to, you know, improve my one-on-one ability. So I just got to go out there and guard the best person.
Next game against the Sharks next week. You feel like that's going to be another big game, momentum on your side?
Yeah, for sure. Can't wait for it. Ready for it. And we're ready to get our second dub.
We'll see you next week. Have a good time.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll bring in Jaden Bazant.
Performance by
He'll run on over.
Jets. And I think we're going
first win for you, brother. You feeling good out there?
Yeah, it was feeling good. Feels good to win finally, but you know, there's plenty more games and it's only the first one.
Next game against the Southland Sharks next weekend. A tough matchup for you guys?
Yeah, I think every team is a good matchup for us. haven't really seen too much of the Sharks like in depth, so I guess we'll get into that this week coming.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy it.
All right, thank you, bro.
All right, thank you very much. Back to Justin.
Great win for the Manawatu Jets this afternoon, 85-77 over the Airs. They are on the board, first win of the season. Happy fans heading home in Palmerston North tonight. There's our leading scorers in this one. Deshaun Knight, 20 points. DeAndre Daniels, Jake McKinley, so much to like about that young star. Marcel Jones leading the way for the Airs. Let's have a look at the rebounds. There were a couple of double-doubles in this one. Jones and Wynyard. Temera McKinley cleaning up on the boards for the Jets. Some dimes for Knight and Walker. Carlin Davison getting in on the action as well. Let's have a look at the blocks in this one. A couple to DeAndre Daniels. He is the leading player in the competition for blocks. Have a look at this next one though. Jake McKinley, 7 steals in the game. And he was pretty excited when you spoke to him, Connor.
He was, and I feel like he's proud. He's a proud Palmy boy from Palmerston North. Went to Palmerston North Boys High School, played here in secondary schools in his hometown, played representative, and now he gets to play in the NBL. And I just feel amazing for him. It's an amazing win for the whole community, but what a fantastic young man to bring it home for the Jets.
19-7 last quarter by the Jets, got the win this afternoon. Now, coming up at 5 o'clock on Sky Sport Pop-Up 2. It is the last game of round 4, and it is a big one. The Southland Sharks taking on the Nelson Giants. Can the Nelson Giants get their 3rd win of the round? Hunter Hale is the star player across the league at the moment. He's about to go head-to-head with Courtney Belger down at ILT Stadium, Southland. Hugh Bainan and Donna Wilkins will be the commentary team down there. So that's coming up in about 13 minutes' time. That promises to be another good one.
Yeah, and I hope it is. We've had so many good games this round, overtime games, and games are finishing a couple of points out. And it's just, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing Hunter Hale go at those Southland Sharks. But for the Southland Sharks, they really need a few of their key guys to step up. We've seen a few short games from Braden Inger. We really saw him come out in the first game, so hopefully he can get back to his scoring ways.
Jets get this one, 85-77. Back with more Sal's NBL next week. We'll see you then.